So let's just make it simple. When it comes to hearing aid, I usually tell my clients it's more about the technology of the hearing aid, because the technology of the hearing aid will give you what you most need. And when it comes to probably the Starkey hearing aids, they have the new innovation with AI, where it's not just helping you hear with the clarity of sound that Richard is talking in, but it's also healthable, that it goes more than just hearing. And that's why we love it. Why? One of the things that it usually has, it has a connectivity on your app on the phone, where it can be able to engage with you in a healthable way. One of the things that it's going to do, it's going to give you the steps when you're taking. It acts more like a smartwatch. You know, the way you go and you have a smartwatch and it can be able to tell, you know, how many steps you have taken. It does that. So it makes you remain active during your day. The other thing, it has what we call brain engagement, that it's more likely to be able to tell when you're having conversation how much you are engaging, and by the end of the day you are able to look back in your app and say, probably today I engaged 40%, I need to do much better. Yeah. Especially if you had had a hearing loss that had made you isolate from conversation, had made you a bit depressed, and you want to take that health back. Mm-hmm. So this hearing aid is going to give you that steps that you have engaged this much. Yeah. Why I like it, because I'm more inclined when it comes to balance, is because it has also the fall alert. Now, this fall alert is a new innovation because what it does, it usually checks your motion, and if there's a sudden motion of a near fall, it's going to send a message to a loved one and tell them that Lillian fell down. Okay, so it's usually mostly recommended for people who are living alone, especially for the elderly. It's very, very good, because let's say you get a hearing aid for your elderly parent and they're more likely to fall because they have a hearing loss. Yeah. If that happens, whether they're falling because of the hearing loss or maybe they've had even a heart attack, the hearing aid is going to send a message that it has been said to that particular person or the guardian. Now, the new innovation edge that has just come out, it has now even a balance assessment tool. So that you can be able just to follow up in your app and be able to assess yourself. How well are you steady? How is your balance? And it's able to take you through steps to step to know whether you have an issue that needs further investigation. So that's the new feature. So we are saying that the hearing aid is not only for hearing, but it's also healthable, and it helps in all those areas when it comes to hearing and balance.